Meron pong magandang kasabihan sa Tagalog. At ang kasabihan nito ay gagawin ng lahat sa ngalan ng pag-ibig. To do all things in the name of love. And I believe not only on the part of the woman, but also on the part of Jesus, we see this, no? Na gagawin mo ang lahat sa ngalan ng pag-ibig. Well, first we look at the woman, no? And we have the background already here. She was Greek, a Syrophoenician by birth. And you go back to your history of relationships between Jews and all of this, no? Ibig sabihin, they had no relations. Okay? Just to be exact and to be at point, parang diretsoin na natin. They had no relationship with one another. They were at odds. Pero alam nyo, yung nanay, very basic sa kanyang emosyon, sa kanyang pagmamahal, sa pag-ibig sa anak. Gagawin ko ang lahat. Alam ko, sa mga nandito na may mga anak o pamangkin or apo, sa mga nanonood po na kayo ay may anak o apo o pamangkin, hindi ba natural yun sa atin? Pag yung mahal mo sa buhay, yung pinag-uusapan, handa mong gawin ang lahat. That's the test of love. That you will be willing to do anything and everything in the name of love. At itong babaeng ito, syempre, they had no relations. In fact, she had no relation with Jesus. Kumbaga, wala siyang koneksyon kay Jesus. Pero dala ng kanyang pagmamahal sa kanyang anak, lalapit yan. At hindi lang lumapit. In fact, nagmakaawa siya. Isipin nyo na lang, imaginin niyo yung isang nanay, dala ng pagmamahal sa anak, hindi lang lalapit para magpatulong, kundi magmamakaawa yan. Ganun ang pagmamahal. You will be willing to do anything and everything in the name of love. But you see, on the part of Jesus also, ganun din. Alam natin si Jesus, alam din niya yung estado ng babaeng ito. This is a Greek, a Syrophoenician woman. I have nothing to do with her. Kung Hudyo ka, iyon ang mentality mo. Pero hindi lang dala ng kanyang pagmamahal sa ina, but I believe more, dala ng pagmamahal ni Jesus sa anak niya. Kaya niya pinagaling ito. Even Jesus exemplified this, that when we talk about charity, when we talk about love, it breaks boundaries. It breaks barriers. Dahil sabi nga nila, ang tunay na pagmamahal, it has no boundaries of time and space and status of life. Kumbaga, babasagin niya yun. And this is the first great lesson for all of us. Look, when we talk about our love for one another, our brothers and sisters, family members, natural yun, gagawin mo ang lahat para sa kanila. Pero I believe ang mas magandang tanong, how about our love for God? Dala ng pagmamahal natin sa Kanya, handa ba nating gawin din ang lahat? The problem with people is when we talk about our love for our family members and friends, we are ready to do everything and anything. But when it comes to God, our love for God, maraming mga tao, we have so many reservations. Bakit pagdating sa mahal mo sa buhay, handa kang gawin ang lahat? Handa mo ngang ipusta ang buhay mo, di ba? alang-alang sa pagmamahal mo sa kanila. Pero bakit sa Diyos? Kumbaga, when it comes to the love of God, parang ang dami nating reservations. Ang dami nating, hanggang dito lang yung gagawin ko. That's the first lesson. We have to ask ourselves, are we willing to do everything and anything in the name of love, not only for our brothers and sisters, but ultimately for God? Handa ba kayo doon? Handa ba tayong gawin ang lahat alang-alang sa pagmamahal natin, lalong-lalo na sa Diyos? And finally, if you look at the gospel, there is one manifestation of love. And that is faith. First, yung pagmamahal ng babae sa kanyang anak, yun yung, kumbaga, pundasyon ng kanyang pananalig kay Jesus. Kaya nga nasabi niya, please Lord, saan ba nag-ugat yan? Sa kanyang pagmamahal. At si Jesus din, yung pagmamahal niya, naniwala din siya sa babae. Well, you see, at times, ang problema ng mundo ay hindi po pagmamahal. In fact, it is believing. Ang problema ng tao, mahal mo yung tao, but you don't believe that person. It's useless. Parang sinasabi ng Ebanghelyo, kung tunay na mahal mo yan, paniniwalaan mo yan. You believe in that person, primarily because that is rooted in your love for that person. It's useless, like for example, kung ngayon mag-asawa, no? Sasabihin mo sa asawa mo, mahal kita, pero wala kang tiwala sa kanya. You don't believe that person? How can you even say you love that person? Well, in fact, you don't believe that person. Yung manifestation ng pagmamahal mo is your belief in that person, is your faith in that person. Kaya nga tignan ninyo ang Diyos. Dala ng kanyang pagmamahal sa atin, He believes in us. He believes in each one of us. Kahit there are times we don't believe in ourselves already, we don't believe in other people, God still believes in us. Why? Because He loves us. Kahit na yung mga magulang, di ba? Yung mga anak ninyo, kahit parang dahil mahal niyo yung anak ninyo, you believe in your children. Pero tingnan niyo ang tao ngayon, nakakalungkot, no? We profess our love for each other, and yet we do not believe in them. Dahil ang sabi ko, ang pagmamahal, walang kwenta kung walang kasamang pagtitiwala. It's faith in the person because of love. Because ultimately, ang pinagmumulan niyan, ang example niyan, is God Himself. Lagi niyong tatandaan, even if all people don't believe in you, even if you don't believe in yourself, God believes in you. God has faith in you. Bakit? Dahil mahal ka niya. Sana ganun din tayo, no? That we believe in ourselves because we love ourselves. That we believe in other people because we love them. Sana wag naman tayong mahal ng mahal lang, pero walang halong pagtitiwala sa kanila. And so my brothers and sisters, 2 great points for our reflection today. Sana ipagdasal natin ang grasya na ito. At yung unang-una is, sana we have that courage that out of love for people and for God, gagawin natin ang lahat para sa kanila. And secondly, and more importantly, sana yung pagmamahal natin sa ibang tao at sa ating Panginoon is manifested by our faith in them. We all stand.